Hello once again, everyone. Welcome to Cruisenik's Purgatory. I'm your host, Cruisnik X. Unfortunately, Arya Stormborn could not be here with us for the rest of the Path of the Ninja. But we're going to press on nonetheless. Now, in the last episode, Karasu got essentially what he wanted. He got the scroll from us, and we got Tsubame back. Unfortunately, what Karasu didn't expect was that his mysterious benefactor was less than amenable about, training him in the secret arts. And, well, he decided to, kill him. Yes, Hanzo killed Karasu in the last episode. Is Karasu really dead? I highly doubt it. But, there's a first time for everything. So Hanzo... So, let me try this again. The scroll is now in the hands of a mysterious ninja by the name of Hanzo, who is part of the clan that pretty much created all ninjutsu. And he's a little bit bitter. So, that's a whole different story altogether. Luckily for us, that scroll was only one half of the puzzle. Let's hope the other half of the puzzle is safe. Let's get right down to it with the level 68 quest, True Enlightenment. Chris! Oboro got back not long ago. Mumbled something about his trip to the village was uneventful, then dragged his beater cases off somewhere or another, looking at the ground all the while. Jack knows how to read a curve. Something tells me the boy ain't right these days. Like he's carrying the weight of the world on his shoulders. You know the lad better than anyone. You reckon there's somewhere he'd run off to if he were looking to clear his head? Is there a waterfall in these parts by any chance? A waterfall? Now that you mention it, I did hear the sound of running water when I went on a stroll the other day. I'm not quite sure I whittle ye, but if that's where you think the lad is, like as not, you're right. Let's see if we can't ease his cares a bit. Alright, we need the power of flight. Is that Oboro? Look at me, the lad has lost his bloody mind. Should have known I'd find you here. Chris. I'd hope to spend some more time alone with my thoughts. But it is just as well. He grows cold. I would warm myself by a fire. You know me all too well, Chris. I suppose I should not be surprised. Well, you shocked the living wits out of me. I was expecting to find ye in front of the waterfall, not in it. At first I did just that, Captain Jack. But when listening to the flowing water did not calm my heart as I hoped, I took the next logical course of action. I cannot explain it. I returned to my village, fully expecting to be punished for my deception and chastised for my failure to perform my duty. Instead, I was greeted as a hero, the honorable shinobi who slew the villainous Karasu, traitor to our village and country. But it is all a lie. Master Gekkai was the traitor, and were it not for Karasu, putting aside the foul deeds he performed in the service to his final master, my eyes would have been forever blind to the truth. That day, I promised Karasu that I would keep the truth hidden, and claim the glory and accolades instead. At the time, I thought nothing of it. But it is just too much. Perhaps the man deserved to die for his sins. It is not for me to judge. But does he deserve to go to the grave as a hated villain, while I reap the fruits of deeds I can scarcely call my own? You really are too serious for your own good, lad. Let old Jacke tell you a story. Once upon a time, well, maybe not so long ago, there was a timber lord by the name of Milala, a captain of the Yellow Jackets who was always more style than substance, if you riddle me. Long story short, Chris and me did ourselves a good deed, but the lass took the credit for herself. Did a part of me resent it? Sure. I've got feelings as any other cove. But people in our business, including this Karasu rook, I reckon, need people like her. People to stand out in the light mans and claim the glory, or we ply our trade in the dark. Milala might not have done the deed, but since then, they say she's a new woman, doing all she can to be the hero that people believe her to be. In not so many words, I guess what I'm saying is, rather than clotting yourself in the knob about glory you feel you don't deserve, why not try to live up to the person your friends would have you be? Thank you, Captain Jacke. I must admit, I had never thought of it that way. Oh no, Forgive me. I have readied the falcon as you requested. Shall we pay Master Kamui a visit? Allow me to explain, my friends. Since returning here, I have been researching the history of our village. In particular, the life of our forefather, Master Sasuke, in hopes of better understanding our foe and the grudge he bears. The tales say that Master Sasuke came to Doma on a mission so secret, no records of it were ever left. Our elders too were at a loss. If any possessed knowledge of such ancient happenings, they said, it would be the old hermit. That is what we call Master Kamui, an elder who retired from his post long ago, and now spends his days in meditation at Plum Spring, pondering the meaning of existence to depths ordinary minds can scarce comprehend. Chris, as my student, you too are an heir to Master Sasuke's legacy. I would ask that you accompany me to Plum Spring, that together we may learn the truth about the father of our art. Will you do this? Like you even need to ask. Excellent! Plum Spring is not far from here, but we cannot travel there on land. Tsubame was kind enough to summon the falconer. Let us return to Namai. I'm no shinobi, and I wouldn't know this Sasuke from a hole in the ground, but I'm coming with you. If for no other reason than I'm dying for a change of scenery. Alright, we're back in Namai. Master Kamui rarely accepts visitors, but the elders have assured me he awaits our arrival. Do not ask me why, but they say he is particularly interested in seeing you, Tsubame. In any event, Plum Spring is but a short and pleasant flight away. When you are ready to depart, pray speak to the falconer over there. Let's just go. Like, we really needed to use a falconer to get here. This is the esteemed Master Kamui. I can scarcely wait to hear what words of enlightenment he would share with us. A thousand apologies for the intrusion, Master Kamui. It is I, Oboro. I have come seeking knowledge of Master Sasuke and the founding of our village. If it would not be an imposition, pray, share with us your great wisdom. Oba who? I don't know any Oba. Yeah. My back. Every word I speak is a dagger in me. No, this won't do at all. I'll be needing my medicine. The usual, that is. Liver of a Yanjan tiger. Horn of a rhino beetle. Claw of a domin weasel. Yes, that always does the trick. Yes, I simply cannot carry a conversation in such pain. So be on your way, boys. You stay here, my little swallow, and keep an old man company. For every wit being a dagger in him, he sure likes his prattling. Oboro. Where have I heard that name before? Enlightenment, my ass! This old coot's a real piece of work! Oboro. Ah, yes, the dim little boy who can never quite match the wits and skills of his friend Karasu. Yes, that is I. It is my honor to bring you the medicine you seek, Master. Forgive me, friend, but it seems we have little choice but to indulge the Master. Between the three of us, hopefully it will not prove too trying a task. Let us return to Mai. Really? Fetch quests? Playing errand boy for Master Kamui. What a splendid turn of events. In any event, let us split up and make short work of this. I will hunt down a Yanjan tiger. Captain Jacke, pray see to the rhino beetle horn. Chris, I would entrust the Domin weasel claw to you. My apologies for troubling you with such a menial task. But I fear Master Kamui is nothing if not stubborn. In any event, let us return here when we have found what he seeks. It's a good thing we have this mount. And yes, we have the battle music back on. Done and done. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Whoop. Ah, Chris. I trust you were able to procure a weasel claw. Thank you, my friend. I am pleased to report that Captain Jacke and I were also successful in our hunts. Let us return to Plum Spring and hope that Master Kamui is feeling more talkative. If it's all the same to you, lads, I'll be staying here. Thank you kindly. I'm like as not to give that old coot a clout in the knob, and I reckon your elders wouldn't take kindly to that. Alright, we're back at Plum Springs. Is it just me, or does Master Kamui seem rather spry, given his condition? No matter, let us give the man what he asked for. My favorite medicine. Never fails to put a spring in an old man's step. But Master Kamui, we have not begun to boil the... Forgive me. What I mean to say is, it warms my heart to see you well. So, it was Sasuke's secret mission you wish to hear of, my boy. Let me see what I remember. It was oh so long ago. Once upon a time in Hingashi, the time they called the Age of Strife, there lived a man named Hanzo the First, leader of the Kage-Kakushi clan. He crafted a summoning mudra of terrifying power. Many a warlord did covet this power, that they might wield it to unify the warring states under their rule. Hanzo would hear nothing of it. Time and again he turned down prestigious posts and untold riches, declaring that the mudra would be used only in defense. He recorded his knowledge on a single scroll and sealed it away far from the eyes of man. Sometime later, a vagabond came to Kage-Kakushi. After the villagers nursed him back to health, he explained that he had fled across the sea from the land of Doma to escape the reign of a tyrant. So it was that Hanzo the First, moved deeply by the traveler's story, called upon Sasuke, his most trusted protege, to carry the forbidden knowledge across the Ruby Sea and bring freedom to the people of Doma. Sasuke wielded the power but once, such was its power. In a matter of moments, the tyrant's army crumbled before its might, and the Doman people at last knew freedom. But Sasuke felt that his job was not yet done. He resolved to remain in Doma, and establish a village there, that he might train his new countrymen to carry on his legacy, and pass down the art of ninjutsu to future generations. That is the untold story of our village's origins. As for the forbidden mudra, by whose power Doma's freedom was won, who can say why our ancestor feared it so? All that we know is that he was not content to merely seal the scroll away, but took his blade in hand and sliced it clean in two. One piece was presented as an offering to the king of Doma, in celebration of the nation's newfound freedom. The other he sealed away in his village, our village, never again to see the light of day. I suspected as much. Master Sasuke was no traitor or deserter, but a shinobi of honor. Even at the time, it is said that Hanzo the First told none other of Sasuke's true mission. Though unfortunate, it is little surprise that today, centuries later, his descendants see Sasuke as little more than a traitor who stole away with their greatest treasure and fled to a foreign land. Thank you, Master Kamui. This has proved more enlightening beyond my wildest hopes. Glad to hear it, boy. But don't think I'll take kindly to you interrupting my blissful enlightenment again. As for you, my little swallow, you're welcome to come back at any time. sorry to interrupt your lecherous prittle-plattle, but the princess here's got news to share. And I'm afraid it ain't of the good variety.
Oboro, we must move quickly. Our men afield reported that the Kage Kakushi clan musters their forces in full and means to march on Doma.
No doubt Hanzo has figured out where the other half of the scroll lies. There's no time to lose. We must return at once and prepare to defend the village. I knew he wasn't fucking dead. Tsubame has gone to deliver the news to the elders. Meanwhile, Princess Yuki makes for the Ruby Sea to look out for the Kage Kakushi's army approach. We know not the size of our foe's army, nor their strength, only that both are formidable, and then some. Suffice it to say, we will be tested as never before. In what time we have, I implore you to devote yourself to your training, as if our very lives depended on it. For surely they do. Alright. 4 down, 1 to go. When next we meet, we will be completing the Path of the Ninja Stormblood storyline with the level 70 quest, When Clans Collide. But until then, that's it for this episode of Cruise Next Purgatory. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you all enjoyed the show. As always, if you're watching this on Twitch or live or PlayStation and you like this show, click the follow button below. Be sure to turn on notifications so you're informed of all of my live streams and videos the moment they air. And be sure to subscribe to me for exclusive access. If you're watching this on YouTube and you like this video, click the like button below and leave a comment. Subscribe to my channel by clicking here. Click here to watch more by me. Click here to watch the next episode. And click here to watch the previous one. Until next time, Cruise X, signing out.